This is Navas from Fuera de Series from Spain. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Željko. I hope I have pronounced it all right.
Very good.
I ended the first episode, wanted to see more, and mostly wanted to have a spin-off with both of your characters solving crimes all throughout Miami. What can you tell me about your character and that special relationship you have?
Well,
I mean, to me, it was one of the things that appealed to me the most when I first read it was how they meet, the different places that they're in, and this kind of very tentative beginning to that relationship, and how quickly that starts to change. And it's partly because it turns out her instincts are actually really good. I'm all about, I have the experience, I know how these things usually go. And she's the one saying like, yeah, but this doesn't make sense. And she's the one who really pulls us through that case, and seeing how that relationship develops and becomes a kind of mentorship, and then a kind of friendship, and then a really deep bond by the end of it. That was one of the biggest draws to me, was to be able to kind of track that over a 20-year period.
And for you, Rosie, what did attracted you and working with Željko?
The script attracted me. Working with Gideon Raff attracted me. Working with different high caliber actors, different Latin countries, and Spanish countries attracted me. And then also Željko Ivanek. I mean, in New York, he is such a highly respected actor, theater actor, television and film. And when we first met in the airport, it was as if we'd known each other for a very long time. It was very easy, but that doesn't always translate once you start working together. That chemistry is different because you're playing different people, and it was very, very easy. And I think it was our work ethic that bonded both of us together. I'm very serious. I'm overly prepared. You know what I mean? So, and I'm willing to try anything, and so it was an easy back and forth with us. And I just loved working with him. I really did.
You've been working for a lot of production companies, for a lot of platforms and channels. Was there any difference being a Spanish production for Apple TV Plus, a new platform, Željko?
It was to me. I mean, I hadn't worked in Europe in a while, and that was one of the draws. That was one of the things that I was looking forward to the most. It's everything. It's the fact that we were in Madrid, which is an incredible city that I fell in love with. That you're working with a very young and enthusiastic crew, and the way how quickly that sort of bonded. We were working with two directors on different days, sometimes the same day, and yet that was somehow seamless. You felt an enormous amount of support, both from Bambú and from Apple TV Plus, and the money they spent, their seriousness, their dedication to it. The people that they pulled together to do it, the casting that across the board was so impressive. It was clear that this project meant a lot to them, and that they were willing to put a lot into it, and it showed.
And for you, Rosie, sorry.
The difference with working with a Spanish production was the caring element. There's a different sensibility in that regard, where when I went back to LA and was working, it's like an industry town. It's a job, and then you have to make room for your artistic expression. Where here, everybody from every position in production felt and was an artist. They took it in a different way. And I keep explaining that to people. It's like, I was like, no, this isn't right. This isn't right. They go, okay, we're going to get it right. Would you like a coffee? And in Spain, that was everything, with the hair and makeup and wardrobe. I bonded with those ladies. We are still in touch to this day. That doesn't really happen a lot in America. And it was because I had the feeling that they cared so much about the story, and they cared so much about the actors, and they just cared so much, where I would be acting, and through the side of my eye, I would see the crew really watching us, right?
Yeah.
And so into it. And if we did a good job, right, they would go, and I love that. I loved
Yeah.
it. It was the purity of the heart is different.
Yeah, and so many of the Bamboo people had worked together or worked on other productions with it together. So it was like entering into a pre-existing family, and all those were like people who were married to each other. There's so much of a bond that you're stepping into that made a huge difference.
Yeah, we have a very proud here in Spain from Bamboo and all the things they have done through the years. Last question. What have you been watching recently, or both on TV or in film, that you have really enjoyed, Rosie?
I waited until I finished Now and Then, but I have started Mayor of Easttown, and I didn't want to watch it because I didn't want her performance to inform any bit of my performance because she's so good.
Yeah.
Her name fails me.
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet. So I'm watching that now, and it's very, very good. And yeah, I think that's it for me.
This will sound like a company plug, but actually, Severance on Apple TV Plus, I think was an incredible series.
Yes.
From the acting and the storytelling and the design of it, it's one of the best things I've seen in quite a long time. It's just tremendous.
Noel Vasquez.
Oh my Lord.
Oh my Lord, he's
Everybody
amazing.
down the line.
Everyone.
This has been a privilege. I've been a great fan of your work through the years, and really, I'm absolutely nervous to meet you through this video conference. Thank you so much for having this time with me.
Thank
Bye.
you. Have a nice day. Bye.